Hi, welcome to another spelling day, and how are you doing? Today we're going to be spelling out words in their opposite form. That is what's an opposite. I mean, if it is not A, it is B. If it is not C, it is D. And if it is not up, certainly it is down. If you are not going, you are coming. If you are not for me, you definitely are against me. That is what I'm trying to say. So let's see what I have for you guys on today's video. And the very first word we're going to start with today is going to be approximately. 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 Approximate. But approximately. Okay, so we start with the up. We have okay, 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 we have metly. Okay, so we have approximately. All right, and the opposite of approximately, do you know? Now when I explain this, let me see if you can actually guess the opposite. When we talk about you approximating things, we're talking about you not being very sure of that particular thing you are guessing. It's a kind of likelihood. You are not certain, you are not very sure, but you think, you guess is actually like this. Okay, it's going to end like this. It is possible it's going to be like this. You are not very sure of a particular number of something. You are not very sure of the end part of a particular thing. You are not very sure about a particular detail, but you just think, you just guess this is approximately what it is. You just kind of round it up, you approximate it. Okay, you are not actually sure of that thing. So from my explanation, what do you think would be the opposite of approximately? It is exactly. Okay, we have exact, exact. We have 3. Okay, exactly, exact, not sa but za. We have exactly. All right, so if it's something is not approximately, it is exactly. You are not guessing, you are very sure. This is the exact amount. I'm not approximating. Okay, it is the exact amount. All right, it is the exact figure. It is the exact word he used. I'm not approximating. It is not approximately. Okay, it is exactly. All right, another word is simple. We have see. Remember, sa, se, see. It is not just see, but sim. So we have sim. Then we have the pull. We have simple. We are familiar with this word. Yes. What's the opposite of something not being simple? When you want to talk to someone about a particular thing and that thing is not simple, what is the next word you're going to use in place of simple? That is, something is not simple, it is. Okay, we have so many words that can actually the opposite of simple. Okay, we have difficult. When something is not simple, it is difficult. But I don't want us to use difficult. I want us to use complicated. Let's see. We have com. This is co plus mu. Com. We have pili. We have ted. Okay, this is usually pronounced together. I'm just doing this just for us to get the spellings correct. Okay, so we have complicated. This is pronounced complicated. This is actually a difficult task. It is a simple task. If it is not a simple task, it is actually a complicated task. Okay, so that is what I meant by the words and opposite. It is very important that when you know a particular word, you should know the opposite part of that word. In case what you want to talk about is actually not the positive side, you should know the word to use for the negative side and how it is spelled. Okay, another word, let's try emeritus. 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 Okay, let's try it out. We have me. Okay, me. We have re. We have tus, not tus. Emeritus. Emeritus. When we talk about emeritus, we are talking about position that people who used to be in a particular official positions but they are no longer there. That is, they are either retired or their time is due. Sometimes we hear people say our emeritus president, our emeritus lecturer and stuff like that. Okay, they are past. It's either they are retired or their tenure is over. That is, their particular time in that position is over. All right, so we say they are emeritus. Okay, whosoever they are, if they are your president, your governor, whoever they are the emeritus officials. Okay, now when they are not emeritus, who are they? They are what? What's the opposite of emeritus? Okay, let's see. The opposite of emeritus, that is someone who is no longer in a official position. Now we have so many words, like I said before. A particular word in its opposite form can have so many words, but the one I'm picking today is incumbent. Incumbent. Incumbent, the incumbent. So we sometimes hear the incumbent governor, the incumbent president and stuff like that. Okay, so we are choosing incumbent. So how do we write it? We have the incumbent. Okay, I believe by now we are familiar with this spelling. These sounds, the in, the cum and the bent, I use them quite a lot in my videos. So we have together incumbent. All right, another one, let's try volutional. 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 Let's try it. So we have volitional. This is sure now. Volitional. So it is volitional. Now for volitional, when we talk about something being volitional, it is optional. It's something that you choose to do or you choose not to do. It is volitional. Okay, you can choose to do it at your own will or you don't want to do it. All right, so if something is not optional, if it's not volitional, what is the opposite? There are so many words that you can actually use, but what we are using actually today is compulsory, compulsory, mandatory, compulsory. Okay, so if you're not doing something willingly, you are compelled to do that particular thing, that it is compulsory. So let's try compulsory. We have compulsory. Okay, compulsory. It is compulsory. Volitional, compulsory. Are we good? Another one, let's try professional. Professional. Like people use that word a lot. You hear people say, I'm a professional lawyer, a professional teacher, a professional medical practitioner, like a professional lecturer. I am actually a professor. All right. Now, when we talk about professional, what do we mean? We are talking about when you know what you do. That is, you know the cranny and the corner of that particular thing that you are actually doing. Whatsoever that you are doing, maybe as a teacher, you are a very good teacher. You know how to teach very well. You studied how to teach and you came out doing it perfectly. You can actually call yourself a professional teacher. All right, and maybe you learn a particular skill and you are good in it. Maybe you as well gained an educational knowledge too as well. You have the practical and you have the theory put together and you are just good at what you do. You are actually a professional when it comes to that particular field. That is just the meaning of the word professional. So the next time you want to use professional, make sure you are actually good at what you do. All right, so let's try the word. We start with pro. Okay, this is pro. Okay, we have first, then we have chanel. Okay, so we have put together professional, 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 professional. Okay, we have pro, F-E-S first, we have S-I-O-N-A-L, professional, put together. All right, now when you are not a professional in what you do, what are you? Okay, you can actually be called what? An amateur. You are yet to become professional. You are an amateur. You are still in a learning stage. You are actually an amateur. So how do we spell amateur? Remember, there are other words in place of amateur, but I'm actually using amateur for this tutorial. So can we spell amateur? Let's try it. This is a. We have ma, and we have cho. T-U-R, amateur. Okay, another one. Let's try horizontal. Horizontal, horizontal. All right, I know most of us are familiar with this particular one. So when something is not horizontal, it is what? Vertical. Okay, we have the horizontal line and the vertical line. If something is not straight, it is slant. Okay, sometimes we use landscape and portrait. Okay, landscape, portrait. So if it is not horizontal, it is vertical. If it is not portrait, it is landscape. Okay, so let's try our horizontal and our vertical. So we have ho, this is ho, we have re, and we have zone, we have tal. So put together we have horizontal, horizontal. And vertical, we have vave, we have ver, we have t, and we have cal, we have vertical. One last one before we round up. Let's try emigrate. Emigrate, emigrate. Now we have e, we have me, okay, I have great. All right, we have emigrate, emigrate. When we talk about an emigrate, we are actually referring to someone that actually left a particular country to another country. That is you that actually left your own country to another country. You are actually an emigrate. When someone actually traveled from a particular country of his or hers to another country, maybe for something, to study, to live there or whatever, you actually left your country to another country to stay there. You are actually an emigrate in that country. You actually left your country to emigrate to that particular country. Now, what do you think will be the opposite of emigrate? If you are not an emigrate, you actually will be an immigrate. Okay, we have great. Okay, so if you are an immigrant, you actually came into a particular country. That is, when you leave a particular country and get into another country, to that country you are actually an immigrant. You are living right there. To them you are an immigrant because you left your country and come to meet them. Then we that you left behind, we see you as an immigrant because you left us to another country. So that is the two opposite sides, emigrate and immigrate. Okay, so far so good. We are able to produce the words and opposite like this: approximately, exactly, simple, complicated, emeritus, incumbent, volitional, compulsory, professional, amateur, horizontal, vertical, emigrate, immigrate. Okay, so far so good. We are able to produce 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So we have 14 words right here on the board, and I'm going to be calling it short right here for today's video. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Right here it's all about English language. Right here we learn how to read, write and speak. And if you sound interested like what you're interested in, are you interested? You can actually join us simply by subscribing, and when you do, don't forget to turn the notification bell, because that's the only guaranteed way you get a quick notification whenever I post a new video. Don't ever forget how amazing you are. Keep staying safe. See you in our next class, and bye for now.